So what are your favourite tunings, keys, licks, riffs? What, are there ones that you keep coming back to?
I don't know, I've become a big fan of using kind of just the pentatonic. I use pentatonics a lot. You know, it's the basis of the blues sound. But just I like just chucking in the second in there.
You're playing a standard E blues scale, but with an additional
pentatonic just with the second in there, so it's kind of like it's just a 6-note scale.
Favourite makes of guitars?
I've always been a Les Paul person, so since I was about, I think I got a Les Paul when I was about 16. I've played that all the time until fairly recently. I've had the telly for a few years, and I've always had the two at gigs, and primarily played the Les Paul, and then got the telly out for a couple of songs. But recently, I decided to switch because I don't know. I think I'm kind of finding my own sound a bit more with the Telecaster.
I was going to ask that. Yeah, specifically, was how you first of all came up with your sound. Was it something that was in your head already, or was it something that's only come to you over a period of time?
I think it's something I'm still working on, to be honest, trying to find my own sound. I mean, I try and keep my effects set up quite simple. It looks complicated, but it's not.
It looks very complicated.
The main pedal I use is just a pickup boost, because it just gives me a bit more volume. Just gives me a little bit of boost and just adds a little something that's not. I find with the Tube Screamer, I mean, it's a really well-known effects pedal. You know, people all over guitarists all over the world are using those. Steve Ray Vaughan was obviously the main guy who used one of those. But I find it changes the tone too much. And the vibrato, this is a fairly new pedal. This gives it kind of a Hendrixy vibe. On the slower songs, you can get away with putting a bit of delay on there. With the faster ones, you don't really want to put too much on because you lose the definition of the notes.
Which kind of styles and tracks do you think are more suited to sort of a solo performance or a band performance?
There's a Hendrix song that we play called "Hear My Train A Comin'," and it's just it's got this bass line that's just like. Really simple like that, but when you've got it's just like a real groove thing. So
yeah, so you need to
the
have
basic drums can just lock that down, and then it just leaves me so much room to just kind of do whatever over the top, put the blues licks on, and so maybe kind of slower tracks are better with the full sort of band lineup. There's another song we do, which is an old Temptation song that I've kind of done a kind of recover of.
Go on.